When looking at who killed Sully, Top Boy has a lot of suspects who wanted him dead and could have pulled the trigger. In what might be the most shocking death on the entire series, the Season 5 finale pulled the trigger and took out Sully, Kane Robinson, and who killed him remains a mystery. Top Boy is a British crime thriller following two drug dealers, Dushane, Ashley Walters, and Sully. However, both of those characters died in the 5th season. This started when Sully was chasing down Dushane, who had stolen drugs from Jasmine Jobson, and was on the run, trying to get out of the country. He never made it, with Sully shooting and killing Dushane before leaving with the drugs. Sully seemed like he would finally become the top boy on the streets, but that never happened. A mysterious person in a black hoodie gunned him down, killing Sully and ending his story. However, the killer's identity was never revealed, and Top Boy ended with an unanswered question. 5. Steph. Sully killed his brother. Araloyan Oceanremy as Steph sitting on a bench in Top Boy. Steph, Araloyan Oceanremy, had as much reason to kill Sully as anyone. This is because Steph watched Sully kill his older brother, Jamie, Michael Ward, in the Season 4 finale. This moment scars the teenage Steph, who wants revenge and hates Sully with all his might. He also started hanging around with Cy and became very aggressive, with Cy giving him a gun and teaching him how to shoot. In the Top Boy finale, he even pulled a gun on Sully but didn't kill him, deciding it wasn't worth it. However, there is a good chance it wasn't Steph. Director William Stefan Smith said they shot a scene where the killer was unmasked. This means the person who shot Sully was played by the actor who portrayed the character in the show. With that said, Oceanremy said he has no idea who killed Sully, revealing, "They haven't said anything to me," and he isn't sure if Steph could have done it, via digital spy. 4. Jack. Jack wanted a way out of the life of crime. Jasmine Jobson as Jack in Top Boy. If Steph didn't kill Sully, Jasmine Jobson, is the next best bet on who pulled the trigger. Top Boy creator Ronan Bennett said that Netflix is interested in a spin-off from Top Boy, possibly focusing on JAQ. That could be a hint that Jack was the one who killed Sully and could be the next major player on the streets with Sully and Dushane out of the picture. Sully had already threatened Jack after Dushane stole the drugs from her, and he also told her that he killed her best friend, Kieran, Joshua Blissett. Jack wanted to live a straight life and escape the life of crime, but there was no way this could happen with Sully still alive. She wanted to build her life with Bex, Adwoa Aboa, and there is a chance that she believed the only way out was to eliminate Sully from the scene. Jack is also someone who knows how to shoot a gun. However, like Oceanremy, Jobson said she also doesn't know the truth. Via The Guardian, "I have no idea. Everybody's asking. I'm hearing so many conspiracy theories. I like hearing everything, but I've no idea the last person who is a legitimate candidate for killing Sully in Top Boy is Cy. Thinking of Steph or Jack walking by the car and killing him in cold blood before calmly walking away is a horrifying thought. However, it fits Cy better. He had a big grudge against Sully anyway. It wasn't that long ago that Sully shoved a gun into Cy's mouth in front of his crew and watched Cy throw up all over the ground and beg for his life. That level of disrespect needed Cy to do something to get revenged, or Cy also wasn't someone who likely would have gone face to face with Sully with a gun. He had already tried to get Steph ready to kill Sully for him, gifting him a gun and teaching him how to shoot it. There is a chance he was watching, and when he realized Steph wasn't going to pull the trigger, Cy realized he had no other option. Shooting him in a quick walk by and then getting out of there was more Cy's speed, and it eliminated his biggest rival. While there are 3 main suspects for who killed Sully on Top Boy, there are also a couple of outliers. One of these is Bradders, Ivan Burden. He was caught in between Dushane and Sully in the final season, and that means he had a lot to lose. Sully ordered Bradders to hunt down Dushane in the 5th season, and that didn't work out well for him. He took a bullet in the gut when Dushane shot him. However, he then learned that Sully has no loyalty to anyone. Sully left Bradders lying on the ground to bleed out when he went after Dushane to get his drugs back. If Bradders survived the shooting, and his fate was never shown, he might want revenge, and since Dushane is dead, he might have been gunning for Sully, the man he was working for who didn't care if he lived or died. This isn't likely, though, since he couldn't have recovered quickly enough to move as fast as the person who shot Sully in the car. Erin, Savannah Graham, is another unlikely candidate, but one who had every reason to want to see Sully dead. This is also something that would bring an older act of violence back with a vengeance in the finale. When Toy Boy started, Driss Wright, Sean Romulus, was one of the main characters. However, he died in the first season on Netflix when the streaming giant revived the show. Driss was a main character along with Dushane and Sully, and he was hugely important in the season after his death as well.